Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. Today we are taking a look at the watch list. These are going to be the top stocks and cryptocurrencies we're going to be watching next week going into 2026. This is going to be the last watch list of 2025. I will be taking next week off and be back to normal videos on after the holidays. So today will be the last video. These are pretty much going to be the names that we are looking to buy going into 2026. We got DJT absolutely still on a tear today. Took profits on that one. Didn't fully take profits, but I sold about 75% of my position. We were averaging down at around $10. So you could see this option. I believe this was the DJT U trade. 106% on that, made $16,000. And then this one here was the option that we played. Took about $14,000 of profit on that one. So I'm still holding 25% of the position in options. I had such a large position because we had originally bought at around 16 or 17 where it sits now. And then it had that sell-off, that liquidation event all the way down to 10. And we bought more at 10. So I'm just taking what we bought down here at 10 off the table. And I'm going to let the rest ride. I think this thing has some room to go. You're seeing that crossover there on the weekly. They had that news of the fusion. They're merging with a fusion energy company. So they're going to get into nuclear and fusion energy, which is interesting. And you could see that dot hasn't came yet on the monthly. But I did take some profits on that today. Made about $30,000 worth of profit on that name there. So super happy about that. A couple announcements before we get into the charts. Again, we're going to be covering all these stocks and all these cryptocurrencies today. I'm also going to try to get to your guys' requests here, close that out for the year, finish strong, and we'll be diving in. So we're going to be covering all the names I'm currently holding and then all the names we're looking to buy here next week. We're going to hit all these charts in today's video. You guys can watch this today. You can watch it tomorrow whenever you got some time. If you guys want to go through, this is going to be a longer video than normal, just because I want to make sure that we cover everything. One thing before we start, we are doing a 100 Chainlink giveaway. So I will be giving away 10 Chainlink to 10 people in the Discord. All you guys got to do is tap this emoji right here, and that will enter you into the giveaway. This is under the giveaways tab over here inside the Discord. The winner will be drawn Christmas Day, December 25th. All 10 winners. There's going to be 10 winners drawn December 25th at 10:31 a.m. So that's going to be in 6 days. Christmas Day is going to be the giveaway. Praise the Lord. Praise Jesus. Thank God for sending the Savior into the world. That's what Christmas is all about. It's about giving and just worshiping the Lord, man. I'm so grateful for this community and everything that we've done. So if you guys haven't entered for that, come over here to the Discord. The Discord link is in the bio, in the comments. You guys can come down here, tap on this emoji right here. All you got to do is hit it, and then that adds you in to it. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it because I don't want to win. I want you guys to win, and I want you guys to all have a very, very good holiday. So that was just the announcement there. We're going to be diving in, and I want to cover the rest of your guys' chart requests that we didn't get to yesterday. And like I said, let's hit the watch list as well. So before we start, I do want to go over the trading rules, at least on these watch list videos, just so everybody knows exactly what it is that we are looking for on the charts. We do have a very specific strategy here when it comes to investing, and we are swing traders here, folks. All of our trades are for 1 to 6 months out. Everything we do here is based on 3 things: logic, data, and discipline. Okay, so rule number 1 of our strategy is that we are swing traders that focus on a monthly and a daily chart. Okay, we also use the weekly as well. You guys have seen me talking about the weekly, but we are focused on the higher time frames here. Okay, I like to use Bitcoin as an example to point out, right, these green and red dots. You can see if you guys bought this green dot back here in January of 2023, you're buying Bitcoin at 17,000. If you're buying when the wave is down here, you're buying when everybody is fearful, when everybody is panicked. And where we want to sell is up here, right, when the wave comes back up here. So we are focused on specifically the monthly and the daily, but we also use the weekly and the 4-hour, and I will explain all that here in just a second. So rule number 2 is that we enter and exit positions using our trading indicator. The green dot means buy and the red dot means sell, okay? So rule number 4 is that we only want to buy assets that have a green dot on the monthly chart. That's not always the case, but that is what we are shooting for. Okay, you can see that every time Bitcoin has printed a green dot on its monthly chart, it has been a time to buy. If we come all the way back here to 2019, you can see this green dot popped right there at around 3,000. This thing went all the way up to 64, 65,000. What did it do? It printed a red dot, and then it pulled all the way back. It also gave you a couple green dots right here back in 2020 after the COVID dip at around 6,000, 7,000. Once again, that was a 10x trade. We called this one out here in the Discord in January of 2023. That was about 2 or 3 years ago. 3 years ago, actually, coming up on this. There's some people in the Discord that bought this at 17,000. You also had one right here in October of 2023 at 25. You had one right here in November at around 68, and you had the most recent one right here on Bitcoin right here in May at around 92. It ended up topping out right there at 126. We'll get into Bitcoin's chart, but ideally what we're looking for, guys, on the higher time frames, specifically the weekly and the monthly charts, is a green dot. Okay, that tells us that the direction is going up on a month-to-month basis. These are not get-rich-quick signals. These are buy and hold signals. Okay, if you guys bought this in January at 17,000 where we called it out, and you held all the way up to this red dot here, okay, that was from January of 2023 to May of 2024. So that was a 1.5-year hold there. Our typical time frame is 1 to 6 months. Okay, but again, if you were buying down here at 17 and held it all the way up to there, that's a 300% move. Okay, you quadrupled your money. If you put in 10 here, you made $30,000 all the way up to the top there. Okay, and then it pulled back, gave you another one right here, had a nice trade. So the whole idea is just the green dot signals that we are going up on that time frame. So if it's green on the monthly, that means we're going up probably for the next 1 to 6 months, as you could see from the chart. Okay, and every single one of these, except for maybe this one, well, actually, yes, every single one to date at the current price, besides this one right here that you got in May at around 92, has netted a profit. Okay, and this was profitable if you guys sold up here at 125, but right now it's not in profit if you guys entered off that recent green one. I don't like the MACD crossover here on Bitcoin. The big level I'm watching on Bitcoin is 80,000. If 80,000 breaks, we got to assume that we are going lower. So we're watching 80K like an absolute hawk. We did get the green weekly dot this week, so that's a good sign. We just want to see it hold on to that $80,000 level. We don't want to see it break below this low right here. As long as that can hold, and if we get some buy action going into the weekend, everyone's calling for 2026, be in the bull market and be in the blow off top that we've all been waiting for. We'll see what happens. But Bitcoin, as of right now, isn't my favorite trade simply because of the monthly chart. Okay, I'd rather own something like a Chainlink here, or a Polkadot, or an XCN. Okay, we're looking at all these names. Sui's another really good name here, bouncing at a really interesting level right there at 132. But we'll dive into all those charts. I just want to cover the strategy because we've had a lot of new people coming in. So typically what we are looking for is that green dot on the monthly chart first, okay? After we get the green dot on the monthly chart, what are we doing? We're zooming in here to the daily chart, okay? So again, each one of these candlesticks on the daily chart is going to be 1 day worth of price action. So this is 1 day, 1 day, 1 day, 1 day, okay? 30 of these daily candles are in one of these monthly candles. So when we have the green dot, given the direction going up on the monthly, okay, each one of these candles is 1 month's worth of time. So this candle right here was November's price action. This candle right here is December's price action. And when January forms, we're going to get a new candle for January, okay? So when we have the green dot on the monthly, and this is not the greatest example right now, let's go to NVO. Okay, NVO is a healthcare name we've been tracking, so you could see NVO has a green dot right here. This is a big healthcare name. It's given the green dot on the monthly. So what we would be doing right now on NVO, and what we have done, it's in my portfolio as you can see, is we have entered this trade. Okay, so what can we do after we enter the trade? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to wait for our sell signal. Okay, and I'll get to our sell strategy here in just a second. But now that the monthly dot is green, okay, once you have the monthly, we then zoom into the daily and we look to add on these daily green dots if necessary, okay? I normally don't average down, okay, unless I'm down 20% on a stock. If I'm not down 20% on the stock, I'm not going to be adding on these green dots, okay? But say I buy up here at 50 and it goes down to 42, okay, and I'm down maybe 15, 20%, I might average down on a green dot. But with NVO right now, we should be fully bullish because we do have the monthly signal. Okay, and some of these cryptos I'm holding, I've entered on the weeklies. I'm anticipating a monthly dot coming in January, February. We'll talk about all that here in just a second. But our main strategy is green dot on the monthly. Then we are looking to the daily after that, right? The monthly dot means buy. It means get in. Okay, we want to get in. Okay, and then we zoom into the daily. So we buy the day of the daily dot in or around the golden zones as long as the monthly dot is green. Okay, so I have a pretty simple equation here. A buy strategy, the monthly green dot, okay, monthly green dot like we got here on NVO, okay, monthly green dot plus daily green dot equals buy. Okay, so you could see we could zoom in here the daily on NVO, and you got this green dot. The most recent one came right there on Wednesday. The price was sitting at $48.50, exactly the price we're sitting at right now. So we can look at that and say, okay, the price right now is at the same price it was right here when it printed this green dot. It looks like a good time to buy. So NVO would be a big buy right now. That's going to be on the favorites list for today. But that is the simple buying strategy broken down as easy as you can get it. And then I did add this in the other day, the bonus buying strategy. We also buy the green dots on the weekly chart as long as the blue wave is below zero. Okay, so like for example, I'll use Chainlink. So if we use Chainlink here on the weekly, okay, you can see this one got a green dot with the wave down here. Okay, you can zoom out on the weekly and see whenever this blue wave is very extended down here, giving you a green dot, it's normally a really good time to buy. Okay, you got this one in 2023, 3 years ago, at $5. It went all the way up to 23. You had a couple right here. You had one right here at 13, went up to 20, pulled back. Had some right here in September of 2024 at $10, went up to 30, pulled back. And then you had the most recent ones right here in April and June. June. Okay, those came at around $12, and we got one last week here as well at $12.50. So if I'm ever going to buy something that has a red dot on the monthly, it's going to be based on the weekly chart and whether or not we are down here, whether or not the wave is very deep down here, because the weekly dot's going to come before the monthly, because the weekly is going to feed the monthly. So we like to use the weekly chart too. So that is just a bonus buying strategy. You guys don't have to use that strategy, but I have chosen to incorporate it into our strategy here. So we also buy the green dot on the weekly if the blue wave is below zero. We don't necessarily want to buy these green dots up here, okay, because we want to buy when the wave is down here. I tell people all the time, this blue wave is like a fear and greed index, okay? People are fearful down here, and they're greedy up here, right? This is where retail is rushing in to buy up here, $20, $30. We want to buy when no one's excited, when everyone's screaming bear market, when everyone's saying it's over, it's all going to zero, yada, yada, yada. That kind of sentiment, that kind of language happens when this blue wave is down here. Okay, you saw back in April when the tariffs came, okay, that was what everyone was talking about. Tariffs, everyone was scared. We were going into World War III, aliens were invading, you name it, okay? All the negative stuff happens down here, and we want to buy when things are negative, not positive. So that is the buying strategy. So with the selling strategy, we have two different selling strategies, okay? Sell strategy number one is that we want to sell a red dot in the red zone on the daily chart. So the first sell strategy is based on a daily chart, okay? So if you come over here to the daily, okay, on Chainlink, where we want to sell is a red dot in the red zone. Okay, when I'm talking about the red zone, I'm talking about this Fibonacci tool that we have. Let me go ahead and hide the volume here. Okay, I'm talking about this Fibonacci tool. If you guys do not have these trading indicators, the red and green dots, the Fibonacci tools, you guys can download everything that we're talking about, everything that we're using today by coming over here to the trading indicator tab, clicking on this link right here, and that will get you all of these indicators that we are going to go over and be talking about here today. Okay, your screen's going to look exactly like my screen. Everything will load right up into your TradingView account. All you got to do is click on this link right here. It takes a couple of clicks, and there's a video afterwards that will show you how to set everything up. If you guys have any trouble or have any issues with that, my email is right there, overkill@overkillinvesting.club, if you guys need support with that. Okay, but that red zone is this area right here. So we were buying Chainlink down here at like $10, $12 back in April when everybody was freaking out. Okay, so when we come up to the red zone, that is when we want to sell. Okay, this red zone tells us that we are in a zone where we are overextended and that we need to be taking some off the table. So we sold a lot of our Chainlink up here between $22 and $24 this year. Okay, we were selling these red dots on the daily in the red zone up here at 26, or 22 to 26. Okay, it hit, I think, 28, pulled back, sold some more right here, sold some more right here, and now we've ultimately dipped down 50%. Okay, we took all of our profits on Chainlink up here, and we started to re-enter down here in this range. Okay, that weekly signal is where I took a position on Chainlink right there. I think that was last week. I re-entered Chainlink because, again, look at these two dots last time. Boom, April and June, beautiful buy setups coming at the same exact price. And I'm just a buyer of crypto here. I've told you guys for weeks I am bullish on altcoins going into 2026. I think 2026 is going to be a massive, massive year for altcoins. A lot of them are sitting at their lows. So again, that sell strategy, again, we're buying in these golden zones on the daily, okay, based on the daily, okay, and we're selling up here in the red zone. That's going to be our targets, okay, and you zoom out of the chart. When you guys have these indicators, you could zoom out of the chart and see how accurate that strategy is. It might not always get you out at the exact top, but our goal here is to get out near the top, not time the exact top or bottom. We want to get in near the bottom and out near the top. We don't want to wait for the exact top, because if we do that, we'll be waiting forever. There's no way to time the exact top. We want to get out somewhere right toward or near the top on what we're doing. So that is sell strategy number one. Sell strategy number two, the last thing we'll cover, is that we sell when the stochastic RSI, the light blue line on the trading indicator, hits the white dotted line on the monthly chart. So that happens when this white dotted line here, you can see that we're on a monthly chart here. When that hits the white dotted line, this is another place where we like to take profits. You can see it called the top right there at 20. Didn't quite get there in January or October, but that is just another way that we like to take profits. Another place we like to look to take profits. You can see Ethereum called the top right there in 2024 at 4,100, and then back here in March 2021 at around $44,000 to $4,500. So again, when that blue line is down here, we want to be looking to take positions on the monthly. When it's up here, we want to be looking to take profits. And it might not touch the exact top, but it might get really close. And man, Ethereum is setting up really nice here. That level is holding very nicely. If we can reclaim 3,000 and close, that's going to look really good. Ethereum's looking fantastic here for a reversal off that $2,800 level. So that's the strategy, guys. I have a full trading course over here. If you guys are new, so check that out. There's 7 or 8 videos over here. The trading course is completely free. You guys can go get a more in-depth view of what we do here and how we approach the markets. Again, everything here is based on 3 things. Those 3 things are logic, data, and discipline. We're not here to blow smoke. We're not here to pump meme coins or do any weird stuff. We're simply just using the charts, and we're buying good quality assets, okay? And we are keeping the discipline of being able to wait 1 to 6 months for these trades to play out. So when you trade the higher time frames, it takes longer to get in profit. Okay, it does take longer to find a profit. But again, we were calling Ethereum out back here in April, right, at $1,500. This thing went from $1,500 to $5,000 this year. Okay, if you bought the bottom of Ethereum off that signal, you made over 200%. Okay, from right here in April when everyone was freaking out. Everyone was saying Ethereum was dead. It was over, right? 1,600. You see the signal, boom, do the Ripski. Okay, all the way up to 5,000 there. That was a 230% move. And now we've had this correction. Now everyone's super bearish because they were buying up here at 5,000. But now it's back down here at a great level, in my opinion, to be accumulating altcoins. And you're seeing we're having a pretty good bounce here today. From alt. So I think the bottom's in. I've told you guys I thought the bottom was in for a couple weeks now. And when I talk about the bottom, I'm talking about these levels we got here from November 17th. Okay, that low, that wick right there, this wick right here where the arrow is pointing, I believe that is the low for Ethereum and for a lot of the altcoins, right? Chainlink, again, I believe the low is in right there at 1150. So with that being said, guys, again, that's our strategy, and that is how we approach the market. So if you want a more broader explanation, that free trading course over there will literally explain everything. So let's go ahead and dive into our watch list. Again, these are going to be the top stocks and cryptocurrencies we're looking at for next week. I'm going to start with the names that I'm holding here, and then I'll go into all the names that are on the watch list that I'd be looking to take positions on here next week based on our strategy. So the way we do this is if I like a name for next week, like for example, Sui looks really good here. Okay, so I'm going to put Sui in our weekly watch list favorites list. Okay, that's going to be this list. And I'm going to share this list with you guys here after the stream or after this video gets over. You guys will be able to come over here to the watch list tab and you guys will be able to click on this link and it will pull up that watch list. You can see it's right there. Sui's already populated in there. So I'll share that with you guys here after the video's over. Again, we're just going to go down this list, and I'm just going to go ahead and add all my favorites to this list. And by the end of the list, we should have 10 or 20 names that are setting up very, very nicely going into next week and 2026. Okay, you can't, if you don't have access to the watch list, you need to become a member. The membership is as little as a Starbucks coffee a month. I think Starbucks coffees are $7 each. We're charging $4 a month right now for the membership. You guys can get in here by clicking on this link, and that will also get you access to the giveaway. You do need to be a member to enter this giveaway as well. And again, we're giving away 10 Chainlink to 10 people there on Christmas Day. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's dive into this thing. I hope everyone's having a good day. And again, as always, if we can get this video to 300 likes, I'll give away an additional 100 XRP to somebody. I'm in a giving mood, folks. It's been a good year. It's been a solid year. And smash the like, drop a comment. I'll be choosing someone from the comment section if we can get to 300 likes on the video. So with that being said, let's go ahead. Let's dive in. Enough with the announcements. Enough with all the jibba jabba. Let's go ahead and dive right into the watch list here. So the first name we're looking at here, the best gainer in my portfolio today is going to be Sui. I've been saying Sui's bottom was right there at 135. We got that signal there yesterday. You could see that every time that Sui has given a green dot with the wave down here, it has been a great time to buy all the way back here since 2024. We called this thing out at 80 cents. It went all the way up to 5. So I really like Sui. It's I wouldn't say it's one of my largest positions, but I do have a very, very significant position in it. And I really like it down here off the green dot. So I'm very bullish on this. I think my average cost is like 150. So I'm about break even on it. I'm still a buyer of that, and that one would go in the favorites list for next week. Plume is also green here on the weekly as well. It's down here at support. I think this is one of the easiest 10x trades out there right now. They're making some very big partnerships and doing a lot of stuff in the real world asset industry. So I'm going to put that one on the favorites list for next week. I am down probably 20% on this, 20 or 30% on my position, but I do not care because, again, I'm buying as long as it's down here. And when this wave comes back up here, that's when I'm going to look to sell. We're not looking at selling at these prices down here. We're waiting patiently until that wave comes back up. Because again, guys, these markets move in waves. They go down, then they go up. They go down, then they go up. They go down, then they go up. They go down, and then they go up. That's how they move. Okay, if you're buying good quality assets, that is how these markets move. Okay, we're trying to buy low and sell high. So when Plume comes back up here, that is where we'll be looking to sell. So sell is not even in my dictionary right now on the Plume trade. And I'm just looking to accumulate as much as possible. Cetus, we covered this yesterday on yesterday's live, guys. I think this is one of the easiest 10x trades that you could possibly find here on the market today. If you guys want to watch yesterday's video, that'll explain that. But you could see it's just sitting right down here at 2023 lows. This thing was at 50 cents back here in November, and it's at 2 cents right now. So I talked about this yesterday. If this thing goes back to 50 cents, where it was back here in November, just barely over a year ago, that's a 2,000% trade. So if you put in $10,000 down here and it goes back to that level, you're going to make $200,000 if it goes back to 50 cents. So Cetus is definitely on the favorites list for next week. We got DJT. I told you guys I took a little bit of profits on this today. I sold 75% of my position just because I had such a large position. This does look like it could keep going, but with that merger thing, I've never really seen a trade. I've never really taken a trade off of a merger. That's why I'm just kind of like skeptical about it and why I wanted to take some off the table here just to see what happens. I'm still holding a small, not a small position. It's still a pretty significant position. I say it's about 5% of my current portfolio in options. So if this does end up going up here to 40, that would be interesting. But I was telling you guys to buy this at $10 probably for the last 3 weeks. So I would rather buy it down here at 10. I wouldn't like to chase it right now at 15. I said if this thing pulled back here, maybe like to 12 or 13, I might re-enter the trade. But I wouldn't chase this thing right now because, again, it's up 70, 80%. I think it's up 60 or I don't know how much it's up this week. Let's look. It's up 49% this week. And, again, I've been telling you guys to buy this for a month down here at $10. So we'll see how that moves. I'm not going to put that on the favorites list. It was on my favorites list last week, but now that it's had a 50% move, it's not really my favorite. I'd want to see a little retracement on that. XCN, this one is one of my favorite plays. They just got listed on Robinhood. A lot of you guys are asking for a DeFi video to to show you guys how to stake and stuff. I am staking XCN on their website. I am going to drop a video on that probably after the holidays on how I am staking and how I am earning residual income from staking these names. But XCN's definitely on the favorites list. I mean, I heard about this up here at 5 cents. I think some people were talking about it in the Discord. But again, I never want to buy when this wave is way up here. I want to buy when this wave is way down here. Okay, this is where we want to buy our assets. We don't want to buy when it's way up here. Okay, we want to buy when it's down here. So XCN is definitely a buy here. I do like it a lot. And it is one of my largest positions. And they pay around 30% APY on their coins. So if you have 1,000 coins, they're going to pay you 300 coins every single year. Okay, and it's only under a penny, so you could buy a lot more than 1,000. I think you could buy probably around 10,000 for like $400 of XCN. So I really like XCN. That's probably my favorite play right now, just based on the fundamentals and the market cap. We got DOT as well. DOT is one of my largest positions. This one got the monthly back here in September, but it's faded. It's dropped. I still really like it. They're actually capping their supply at 2.1 billion, so there's no more inflationary pressure on this thing. And you can see it's right down here at the low of 2020. So again, as all these bears are coming out saying that it's over, the bear market is here, crypto's going to zero. You're seeing names like Polkadot, which pays around 10% APY if you stake it on not Robinhood, but Coinbase. I have all mine staked on Coinbase, and it's just earning, I think I'm earning anywhere from 10 to 20 link a day just by staking it on Coinbase. So I'm just accumulating as much as possible. Once again, we're at a 5-year low. So a lot of you probably can't even remember what you were doing 5 years ago. Okay, if you were buying DOT down here at $2 and sold it up here at 50, I mean, you made a ridiculous amount of money. I mean, you made 3,500%. If it ever goes back to 50, 60 bucks and you're buying it down here at 187, you're never going to have to worry about money again. So what I'm waiting for on DOT is the green monthly. I did buy this thing at around 220. So I'm down 20%, but again, I don't care because, again, as long as this wave is down here, I'm accumulating. So I do like DOT. I would wait for the green DOT on the weekly or the monthly if you want confirmation. We got Chainlink. Chainlink's also on my favorites list. I think this is one of the most undervalued assets in the cryptocurrency industry. If there was one name I had to choose to pick, that's actually a really tough one because I really like all these names. XCN, DOT, Link, Plume, Cetus. I mean, they're all just fantastic. But when it comes to fundamentals and utility, I think Chainlink is number one. So Chainlink is looking very strong here as long as it holds on to 1150. I really like it. It does have a red dot showing up here on the weekly, but based on the daily, this thing is looking very strong, very oversold. You're seeing a double bottom here. See that low? Touched it there, touched it there, touched it again. That's showing strength. That means the buyers are stepping in at this level and not letting it go any lower. Target on that's going to be up there between 24 and 26. I'm going to go ahead and add that one to the favorites as well. Circle, just absolutely ripping here. This one is just kind of hanging out. Okay, not doing a whole lot. I like it as long as it holds on to 75. It's a pretty new stock. These guys are the issuer of USDC, so they are in control of USDC, which is one of the largest stablecoins out there. I think it's the number 2 stablecoin on the market behind Tether, and they're pretty much like a bank. I think they're going to pretty much be like a bank in the future, and I do have a position on that as well. I wouldn't say it's my favorite here because, again, we were buying it down here at around 67. So NVO is going to be on the favorites, though. I really like this one. Again, just looking at the monthly chart. I mean, look at this, okay? I mean, this is just beautiful here. It's setting up so nicely. Target on this is all the way up here at 100 to 110. I really like NVO still, and I think it's building the base right there. I don't think that one's going lower than 40, and it's got the buy signal here on the monthly, so that one's going to be on the favorites as well. We got PayPal. PayPal needs the monthly or the weekly. Okay, I'm down pretty heavy on the options on this as well. I didn't take that big of a position, but looking for the green weekly next week on this. I think it's in a good place. I mean, the wave is down here. All we're missing now is the signal. I think this thing's going to find a bottom here at 60. I'm still holding that one. Riz is selling off here down at 0.008. And it does have a reversal signal here on the daily today. Still got a big range up there to 0.005 to 0.006. I'm just staking this project. This is like only $1 million market cap, brand new project. So we'll see what happens with Riz. GDRX, this thing's not moving. This is just a boring stock right now. I think these guys are going to get bought out, but it's literally not moving. It's just going sideways. Alts is down to 130. I played this one off the weekly as well. It ended up going the other way. I'm still holding it. I'm looking to average down on this one at $1. You can see the weekly's still holding here. This thing was all the way up at $10 back in June, and it's all the way down at $1. So this is they got something to do with World Liberty Financial, which is Donald Trump's. This is Donald Trump's DeFi company, and you can see they have a green dot here today. So these guys own 7.5% of the supply of World Liberty Financial. So if World Liberty Financial does good, Alts is going to do very good as well. So it's kind of a play on World Liberty Financial. And again, my target is $8 to $10. Okay, down here at $1. So the way we look at this is like if we bought it $2. Okay, if we bought it $2 and it goes down to $1, I mean, is it really going to matter if it goes back up here to $9? It's not going to really matter if you bought it 2 or 1. But because we bought it 2, we could look to average down if it hits $1, if it gets there. But this one, I don't know too much about the fundamentals of it. I just know that they own a lot of that World Liberty Financial coin. I think they own 7.5% of the supply. So they own a lot of it. So if World Liberty Financial takes off, this should take off as well. Snapchat, I actually added to this morning. This morning. You guys can track all my trades here. We did have the Snapchat $25 calls for January 2027. This thing is way down right now. It's just been hanging out down here between 7 and 9. But I think this thing is going to get an impulsive move to the upside. Okay, it's got a red on the monthly this month, but that isn't confirmed until December closes. You can see the weekly's kind of bouncing here a little bit. We just need the green dot now on the weekly or the monthly, but we are at the bottom of the fib. You can see the last time we got down here, we bounced. Okay, got down here, bounced, got down here, bounced. So $7 is a big level for this. I did average down on those contracts today. So it looks like someone's reducing their price target to $9 or something. And then Chainlink, this is another low cap project that I'm holding that I am staking on their website for about 23% APY. Some of these projects are very small that I'm holding. Chainlink, Riz is very small. Cetus is actually pretty small, but I think Cetus is another just easy 10x trade. But Chainlink and Riz are kind of they're kind of gambles, I would call them. I'd call it a little bit of a gamble. Like if they end up being adopted and taken off, I'll probably make a crap ton of money. But I'm just collecting APY. I'm staking them right now and earning as many coins as I possibly can. So that's my current portfolio. And I will go ahead and share that with you guys. I want to make sure this is all up to date. Looks like it is. That's my current portfolio. So I always share this with you guys over here. I'm going to start doing this maybe on Fridays. Today is December 19th. So portfolio update. Boom. So you guys can come in here and you guys can track this watch list and see everything that I'm holding, buying, selling, so on and so forth. So that's all over there inside the Discord as well. I call out all my buys, all my sells on everything. So you guys never miss a trade if I'm taking a position on anything. So if you guys want access to those trades, you can hit that Become a Member tab, and that gets you access to all the content that we do here for as little as $4 a month. That is if you pay for the year in full. So that's the that's my portfolio. Let's go ahead and go over some of these other names real quick, and I'm going to scan through these kind of fast because I want to get to your guys' chart requests. CoreWeave taken off today, up 22%. Looks like they've been doing very well on their earnings. I do like this one today. I would wait for a little bit of a pullback on it, though, because it's up 22%. But if you look at the macro, look how deep the wave is here on the weekly. So I really like this one as long as it holds on to 60. This is another AI play. So I'm going to add that one into the favorites list here going into next week. I think that green dot's going to come here very, very soon. So that'll be on the weekly favorites. I'm also going to add Snapchat in there as well, just because I think Snapchat's going to do well. They're either going to get bought out or they're going to figure it out. you know. BCH, no thank you. Rivian, way too high. I'd be taking profits on Rivian. We're looking at a weekly chart right now. And you can see how high the wave is. We never want to buy as swing traders when the wave is up here on the weekly. We want to be buying when the wave is down here because people are greedy up here and they're fearful down here. All right, so we're just going to scan through these. Bonk looks good. I like Bonk. Pretty much any altcoin right now, I'm a buyer of. If you believe in the project, if you believe in it, it's time to buy it because everything is literally down here at the bottom. Whiff as well. Whiff's a meme coin, though. To be honest, I'll probably never buy this name. So I'm actually just going to take it off my watch list. I think if I was going to buy any meme coin, it'd probably be Bonk. Moderna, a little too high. ABTC, this is Trump's Bitcoin company. So the reason I like this is because I've been seeing a lot of influencers. I saw a lot of influencers pump this thing between $4 and $6. So if the influencers are in right here and it's down here at $1.70, I actually really like that. It's very oversold. So again, not a lot of people like Trump, but the minute you doubt the guy, he does something to surprise you, just like he did with his stock DJT. I mean, I was getting roasted for telling people to buy that thing at $10 a couple weeks ago, and I mean it's up 60%, one of the biggest gainers on the week. So again, we just use technicals here. We use data. I'm not trying to fluff anything. I don't care about emotions, folks. I don't care how you feel about Donald Trump. I don't care about how you feel really about anything. Because, again, our things that we use here are, there's three of them, right? Logic, the way we think about stuff, right? We're not thinking about things emotionally, okay? We use the data to determine our entries, right? We use those red and green dots. We use our Fibonacci tool. We use our indicators. And then we use discipline to stick to our strategy, okay? To stick to our strategy. That is how we win at the markets. A lot of people don't even have a strategy and they're trading these markets. So I do like ABTC down here at $1.70. It does look very interesting down here. I'm going to put that one on the favorites for next week. I like the fact that it's down here inside of the golden zone. I got an alert set for if this thing comes down to $1. If it hits $1, I'm definitely going to buy it. If it goes down to $1, I will definitely buy ABTC. But I saw a lot of big influencers talking about this at $4, and ever since it gapped down 50%, I've been looking at it. So ABTC is an interesting one to keep on your watch list for next week. We got Cardano again. Look how deep the wave is. Every time Cardano's came down here and given you a green dot here in the last, I don't know, probably 3, 4, 5 years, right? It's been a time to buy, time to buy, time to sell, time to sell, time to sell, time to sell, time to buy. Time to buy, time to sell, time to buy. Okay, I like Cardano for next week as well. That thing's been beaten up pretty well. I'm not a big fan of Cardano, though. I think if I were to choose any altcoin to buy right now, the safest bet, I think, is Chainlink. I also really like DOT if you guys are interested in earning staking income. The reason I like staking income right now is because literally, like, names like DOT are literally sitting at their 5-year lows. So I'm accumulating as much as possible right now. My 10 to 20 link that I'm earning every day, right? If I'm earning 10 link a day right now and it goes up to $50 again, I'm technically earning $500 a day right now just by staking. If the price goes up to 50, right? Because I'm accumulating 10 link a day right now, but DOT's only worth $1.87. Well, if it goes back to 50, that 10 link I'm earning a day right now is worth $500 because it's now $50, right? It's crazy to think about, right? But I really like the DOT play. I really like the Chainlink play. I mean, all these cryptos in my portfolio, I feel so good about. Okay, besides maybe Riz and Pinlink as of right now. But like I said, those are kind of gambles. They're lower market cap stuff. But if they catch on, they could do very well. We got Ether. Ether's interesting. So this is the Ethereum ETF. So as long as this thing holds on to 20, it looks good. But if it breaks down below 20, I would be looking to go short down to 10, right? Like we talked about in yesterday's video, if Ethereum breaks down below this low we got here in November at 2,600. So I told you guys in yesterday's video that if you're trading Ethereum right now, literally use $2,500 as a support level. Okay, that's right there. Okay, if that level breaks, yeah, we'll have another sell-off like this that we got in April. Personally, I don't think it's going to happen. There's way too many bullish catalysts coming in January for that to happen. So as long as Ethereum holds on to 2,600, I'd be bullish. Okay, I'd be bullish on Ether. Okay, so that's the Ethereum ETF. This was one of our best trades of the year this year, guys. We bought options down here at around 2. I think I bought options around 15 and sold somewhere around 30. I think it was like a 400% trade on those options. So I like this pullback here. I'm going to go ahead and put this one in there on the weekly watch list. And then ENA, this is Athena. So these guys are a stable coin. They have their own stable coin. It's actually one of the largest stable coins as of right now, but there is getting to be a lot of competition with that. I mean, you're seeing right now that it's testing these lows. This low right here from September was 18 cents. I think we hit 19 cents yesterday. So once again, you're buying it at the low. Okay, so again, we want to buy down here and sell up here. So I'm going to go ahead and put Athena on there. As long as we can hold on to, I would say, 18 cents, that one looks good. We got World Liberty 5. This is, again, Trump's DeFi company. No data on the weekly or the monthly. So if you guys don't see the data on the indicators, it's because the name hasn't been around long enough for data to populate. So you can see that this was just launched in September. It's only been around for about 12 weeks. So what we have to do is zoom into the daily, and you can see that it does have a daily dot showing up here. So if you were to play that daily dot, I would say, okay, we're entering here today on the daily, and we are using a stop loss at around 12 cents. If 12 cents breaks, we'll most likely come back down here to 10. But World Liberty 5 looks really good here. I'd be playing that daily right now if I wanted to own this. I think 13 cents looks like a fair price. Oracle. Oracle's looking very interesting as well. I want to see the weekly signal on this one. Okay, you can see the last weekly we got was back here in April. That came at around 127. It popped all the way up there to 345. So I'm just waiting for confirmation on that. It's up 9% today. Oracle actually, I think, owns TikTok now. I think they're one of the owners of TikTok. So I think they're going to grow a lot. I think TikTok is a very powerful platform. I think they're the number one social media platform out there right now, maybe behind Facebook, but again, very strong fundamentals. I'd be waiting on the weekly signal. If you get that weekly signal next week, I'd buy Oracle. CLSK, no thanks. XLM looks good here too. It's got a red dot here showing up on the weekly, but as long as we hold on to 20 cents, it looks good still. Riot, no thanks. Ethereum, I'm going to put Ethereum on the watch list next week. I still like Ethereum. Like I said, I am fully bullish on Ethereum until we break down below this wick here, okay? Until we break this low. As of right now, we're just ranging. We're just kind of going, see how we go sideways, 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 rip. Sideways, 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 rip. Okay, sideways normally happens before the big move to the upside. So if we can keep this range and hold on and not close below that $2,600 level, so I told you guys use a stop loss at $2,500 if you're trading Ethereum. I think it looks good. I'm very excited about Ethereum here. ICP, it's got a red monthly now. God, it's right down here, back at hit $2, right back down there at 3. That thing had a major pump fake right there. We bought that at 3. It pumped up to 10 and then just puked everything back. Again, everyone was excited about ICP up here at 10. Nobody talking about it down here at 3. Axel, AXL. Yeah, this one, another one looks pretty ugly. SEI looks good. Again, I like the names that aren't breaking down below their all-time lows. Okay, you can see Axel had an all-time low of 31 cents, unless I can look at a different chart here. Maybe go to Binance. One sec here. Let me see if I could find another. Yeah, here we go. See how it broke down below its all-time low? Like the all-time low was back here in 2023 at 29 cents. When I see a name do that, that tells me something's wrong. Something weird's going on. But if you look at SEI, SEI hasn't broke the low. You can see the low was back here at 8 cents, and it's sitting at 11. So it's got a green dot. I would buy SEI here at these levels as well. SEI looks really good. CRO is another name, one of my favorite names. I do not own this one, but I do like it a lot. I would just look for that green weekly. I think you'll probably get that here next week. That one's on the favorites. I'm very bullish on altcoins going into 2026, guys. Very, very bullish. I think we're going to see the top. Okay, I think you're going to see a move like this. The wave come back up here probably sometime in March or April. Okay, you can see this last one came here for CRO at 8 cents. It went all the way up to 40 cents. That's a 500% gain. Okay, 400% gain. But you could see sideways. If we can do this for a while, I'll be happy. Okay, you can see we're kind of just building the base. And we've gone down for like 8 weeks in a row. So after 8 weeks of going down in a row, normally what that means is we're going to get a green candle here eventually. So I like this one. I'd be looking for the green weekly next week. PDD, no thanks. MSOS, everyone's talking about cannabis right now. I just don't think the companies make any money, to be honest with you. People grow pot in their backyards. So, yeah, that's a tough one for me. I don't know. If you believe in the industry, I mean, this thing's gotten hammered since back here in 2021. I remember when cannabis stocks were just a huge thing back here, and it's way down right now. So I don't know. If you believe in the industry, if you think it's going to keep going, shoot for it, but not my liking there. LUMN, no thanks. iBit, this is the Bitcoin ETF. So we talked about Athena earlier. That's a Ethereum ETF. So this one, as long as it holds on to, I'm going to say $45, this looks really good. If it breaks 45, we're going to be in trouble. But as long as we hold 45, I think iBit looks pretty good. We got total market cap of crypto. We just need that green weekly to come here. 800 billion looks like the low there. Again, this is the altcoin index. So this is the total market cap of crypto minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is every coin added together minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is like a altcoin index. So you can see every time it gives the green weekly, it goes up. Green weekly goes up. Okay, we're waiting on that green weekly for the total 3. I like that bounce today. Boeing just absolutely ripping off its signal. Look at that. December 1st, 186, popping up there. Looks good. I wouldn't buy it there. I'd look to take profits once we get our signals. Cure looking like it wants to keep going. FCX, no thank you. ETH BTC, again, this is the most important chart in crypto. We've talked about this a couple times this week. When this thing goes up, altcoins absolutely go to the sky. When Ethereum starts outperforming Bitcoin is when altcoins go to the sky. And you can see we've broken out. We've been in a long downtrend. Okay, altcoins have been in a 3-year downtrend. Okay, from 2022 all the way down here to 2025. We've gone down, 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 down. And you can see we've broken out. Okay, we've broken out of that downtrend. And this thing is now reversing. So I'm telling you guys that just based on the charts, I mean, you can see a very similar pattern here back in 2018. We went down, 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 down. Then we broke up over the averages. We pulled back, had a correction, and then we absolutely lifted off. Okay, you're seeing the same thing happening right now here in 2025. So again, I can't say it enough how bullish I am on altcoins. I know some of you guys are down. I know if you've been buying over the last week, you're still down probably 10, 15%. But again, our target is not for prices when the price is down here. Okay, we're waiting for this move higher. Okay, that is where we're looking to sell. REGN looks pretty interesting above 700. Just not interested. BMY, no thank you. RR is still an interesting stock. I still like this stock. It's just kind of hanging out right here at 350. This is one of the robotic stocks. They actually had a pretty good earnings call. They're just not making a whole lot of money yet. They are still a penny stock. I got stopped out of this at like 375 this week. And I'm hesitant to get back in. But I think as long as it can hold on to $3, it looks good. So that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. It's very interesting. I would look at the daily. You can see it is building a strong support there at $3. So I'm actually going to write this one down. I might look at some options on RR. I might look at some options on RR just to put a little bit in. And if it hits, then that could turn into some serious cash. But above $3, I think RR is still good. I just got stopped out at 375. We were buying it down here at I think we got in at like 290 or $3. So it's a decent little trade, but I was hoping it was going to break out right here and go back up to 6-7, but it ended up selling off this week. So we'll see what happens next week. I might actually look into some options on this today here. I'll let you guys know. I'll call that out if I take any. ISRG, no thank you. Dow, no thank you. UNH just kind of ranging, again, not doing anything, just going sideways. So again, guys, markets only do 3 things. Okay, markets only do 3 things. They go up, they go down, or they go sideways. And right now we're stuck in that sideways action. Sezzle, SEZL. This thing's trying to break out a little bit too. Not my favorite. MOH, this actually looks decent. Let's go ahead and put MOH in there. I'd look to buy this one on a green daily next week. ACN, this also looks good here. ACN actually looks pretty decent there based on the daily. The weekly's a little high for me, though. It's coming into that moving average. So not the favorite. Or did I put that one on the favorites? I don't think I did. No, not my favorite. PFE, no thanks. MRK, no thanks. DAL, no thanks. CLF, no thanks. Again, I'm looking for this wave down here on the weekly. We got CMG looking good here. So CMG is one I'd buy on the green dots here on the daily now that we got that green dot on the weekly. And the monthly as well, I believe, is green as well. Not yet, but that looks like it's coming. Chipotle, one of the biggest fast food chains out there. It's back over 36, got a low at 29, Got a long way to go back up there to the red zone at 60 to 64. We got CNC. No thanks. ON, no thanks. FANG, no thanks. UPST, though, does look interesting. This is Upstart. We called this one out, I think it was back here in November at $38. It's up here to $50 now. It's got a green dot here today. As long as this one can hold on to that $45 level, $44, $45 level, I think it looks good. Again, every time it gets this green dot, it has this big impulsive move to the upside. I want to watch that one next week. That actually looks pretty good. I'm going to put that one on the weekly favorites. IWM continuing just to pound up. You got LMT with a green dot here on the weekly this week. This one actually doesn't look that bad. This one actually looks pretty decent. I believe it's got a monthly, no, it's got a monthly red. So if you're playing that one and you see the monthly red dot, what you would want to do is set a stop loss at around probably 430. That actually looks pretty decent for a position there. LMT. I'm gonna put that one on the watch list there. We got NU. NU's up in the red zone there on the daily, so we're not looking for that one. ENH, no thanks. No thanks. ARM looks good. I like ARM with this big sell-off. So watching this one for a weekly dot now that this wave is getting down here, that looks interesting. Might be a good buy right there at around $100. They have decent earnings, not the greatest earnings, but that I like the sell-off. Again, names that sell off really fast like this, we love that. As traders, we love that, okay? All we need now is the signal, and then boom, we're on the way. Okay, ARM looks interesting. Not going to be on the favorites, though. PBR selling off. ALK selling off. That's up pretty nicely off its green dot that we got here at 40. Popped all the way up to 50. Not bad. Adobe looks okay here as well. Adobe's got the monthly alert here. So let's go ahead and add Adobe in there as well. I'm going to add that one to the favorites list. Has the green monthly. It's pulled back nicely, kind of like we did back here in 2022. Hit the bottom and bounced. CBX, oil and gas, just not looking really good right now. CBX is going back on the red list. Yeah, PBR is going on the red list too. And U's going on the red list. What else we got? Pepsi, no thanks. I don't want to own Pepsi. I hate pop. OKT, Okta. This is a cybersecurity company. Looks pretty good here. I actually do like Okta. I'd look for a green dot here on the daily for Okta. Either a green dot on the daily or something on the 4-hour. Lots of consolidation here. Looks like they had some news. Okta president Eric Kelleher filed a Form 411 to sell 8,000 shares under a prearranged trading plan. So that looks pretty good. That actually looks pretty good. I'm going to put Okta. I'm writing these down right now. I'd look for a 4-hour dot or a daily dot on this one. Because, again, we have the weekly. Okay, and I believe the monthly is showing up too. Not yet, but you can see that bounce there off 75. Looks really good. A cybersecurity company. These guys do cybersecurity. If you guys believe in AI and all this stuff that's going on, cybersecurity is supposed to be a very big industry here in the future, and these guys have pretty good earnings. So Okta is probably my favorite cybersecurity name. STZ, I like the pullback here. Like the pullback on STZ. I think these guys make Modelo. And wow, that's an ugly pullback this week. Holy smokes. So I'd be looking for the daily or the 4-hour dot to add to this one here. It is green here on the monthly, so we got to be bullish as long as that holds 124. I think that looks like a pretty good trade. Bitcoin dominant still sitting at 59. We got Crocs. No thanks. UPS is still trying to break out here, but again, that wave is too high now. We wanted to buy UPS back here in September at around 80. You're already up 20%. Clorox selling off here down below $100. Wow. That was on the watch list from last week. This thing's getting killed, man. People are still buying Clorox wipes, right? People are still cleaning their house, right? 1.4 billion. They're kind of losing some market share, it looks like, their earnings. When I look at these E's, this just is how much revenue they're reporting. So I like to see that increasing as time goes on, but you can see how it's staying pretty stagnant, if not going down. So, wow, that's getting sold off really hard here. This is one we need the monthly alert on. I'm going to put that one back on the red list. Did I actually put that in the... Yeah, I'm going to take that off. We need that monthly signal. This is ODFL. That one is also green here on the monthly. So we got a green dot there. Now we're looking for the daily if you guys are using our strategy. So again, once you get the monthly, okay, boom, beautiful. Now let's wait for a pullback on the daily and then buy the green dot there on the daily. I do like ODFL here for a long. Again, our trades are for 1 to 6 months out. We're targeting up here between 200 and 220. Target, pretty high up there on the daily. I'd probably trim some on this one. I don't know. I don't believe in the growth story. I think their margins are weakening with tariffs and stuff like that. They're too exposed to China. And Trump doesn't like old China. So WLK, this one actually looks pretty good. Again, we just need a daily dot on that one. Lowe's looks weird. We got Lululemon. Lululemon's taken off here. We got the green dot here at the beginning of the month at around 180. It's now up to 230. That was a nice move there. So again, it's green on the monthly, so we're looking for those daily dots now here on Lulu. Looking for the daily signals there on Lulu. If you could get this one back here near the moving average at like 185, I think that'd be good. So looking for the green dot there on Lulu next week. I'm going to put that one in the favorites as well. We got SQQQ. This is the tech sector where you short it. Plays coming back down. Nail is red on the monthly still, red on the weekly, and then the VIX is selling off. So here are the favorites for next week based on our watch list, guys. I'm going to go ahead and share this with you guys right now. I'm going to first off share the green list. So the green list is everything that I'm holding and everything that looks good. And then the weekly watch list or the weekly favorites are right there in the weekly favorites list. So I'm actually going to probably add some to this as we go through your guys' chart requests. I'm going to go ahead and drop this right now. Here's the green list for today is 12/19. Boom. Okay, and then here are the favorites for next week. Okay, the weekly watch list favorites here for next week. So this is the weekly watch list favorites. This is going to be for 12/19. So again, you guys can come over here to the watch list tab and you guys can click on this link, and that's going to pull up all the names that we just put into this list. You guys can follow this playlist and follow along with it. We update it every single week. Like I said, this is going to be the last one. There's not going to be any videos next week because I'm traveling with my wife. We're going to see family, celebrate Christmas, the birth of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. And yeah, we'll be with family and stuff. So I'm probably going to take a week or two off. And we'll be back after the holidays full time every single day dropping videos. So make sure you guys are subscribed. I'm gonna cover your guys' chart requests just again real quick, guys. You guys can enter this giveaway for 10 Chainlink. So I'm gonna pick 10 people and send them 10 Chainlink. That's a total of 100 Chainlink giveaway. You guys just come over here, smash this emoji right here. That's how you enter into the giveaway. And also, if we can get this video to 300 likes here by Monday, I'll give away 100 XRP to someone down in the comments section on YouTube if you guys are not part of the Discord. So if you guys cannot see the giveaways tab, it's because you're not a member. Come over here to the Become a Member tab, click on this link, and that will get you access to everything that we do over here, all the premium content, so on and so forth. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hit these chart requests really quick. We got one for Sezzle. We covered Sezzle already. Cody from Jennifer. CODY, this thing is getting absolutely smoked here. Okay, I don't know what this thing does, but yeah, doesn't look too hot. It's at an all-time low right now. So if you're buying it now, you're buying it at the lowest point ever. So hopefully you know what you're buying, Jennifer. I mean, the technicals don't look good, but if the fundamentals are still good, then great. SMLR though looks better. SMLR needs the weekly. I think the bottom's probably in here on this one at 16. You can see here on the monthly, we've got strong support right here in this area. You need either the weekly or the monthly signal to confirm that bottom, but it's bouncing pretty nicely there off of 16. We got LCX from Trader D. And again, you guys can put your chart requests in at any time over here when the thread is open in the chart request, if you guys are a member, and we cover these daily here on YouTube. Facebook and Twitter, wherever you're watching, wherever you guys are tuning in from. LCX needs the signal, needs the weekly or the monthly. Things really beaten up. It hasn't made an all-time low yet, which means it's still strong, but I would wait for the weekly or the monthly. It looks like it's trying to bounce there off of 5 cents. If you believe in an altcoin project right now, I mean, I believe it's time to buy it. I don't think I would wait. I think I would get in ASAP. If I'm looking to buy AEP, again, this thing's way up here right now, just not for our strategy, right? We want to buy when the weekly's down here. This blue wave is down here. When it's up here, we just don't want to take the trade. You can see the MACD's trading against us. We want to trade when that MACD is like beaten up, right, down here. Then we want to sell when it's up here. Same thing with the blue wave. So we're trading against the MACD right now. I would not look to take a position on AEP. You got CAN, C-A-N. This looks decent. Trying to find a bottom here at around 84. The thing went up to $2. It's a penny stock. We don't really do penny stocks here, but I'd be a buyer of this at 84. That thing looks pretty good. LODE, Comstock. Okay, that thing's reversing. Target on that's $8. Looks good. This thing's got a monthly, a weekly, and a daily dot pointing up. Our target would be $7 to $8 there. CMCSA, this is Comcast. Comcast had a nice move. I'd probably take some off here based on the daily, or use a stop loss right there at 25. I think this company, this is Comcast. Wow, they actually do make a ton of money. I think it looks pretty good. So again, it's got the monthly. If you guys got in on the monthly, you guys got in probably around 26, 27. It's up about 10%. I think these guys pay a pretty good dividend. The daily's pretty extended here, though. So what I'd look for on the daily is just a pullback here, maybe to 28 or so. I mean, if you want to buy this thing, I just don't like the daily. The daily's the only question mark for me, but the weekly and the monthly both look good. They got a pretty good dividend. That'd probably be a good buy right now. So CMCA, I like that one. That's probably one of the better requests so far. Link, we already covered. This one's an absolute buy as long as it holds on to $11. I'm very bullish on Link, one of my largest positions. We got Rose. Rose is getting absolutely hammered. It's down here at a penny. So a penny's a good round number, but again, this is one of those names that lost its all-time low. So I don't like that. I don't like the fact that it lost its all-time low. I would wait for the monthly or weekly signal to come back on this one, but I think a penny is a good solid place to buy this one if you believe in the project. You can see how beat up the daily is right now. I mean, that thing is just getting absolutely roasted. It's at the lowest point ever. So again, you're buying it at the lowest point ever. If you believe in the project, it's time to buy it down here at a penny. It's the lowest it's ever been. So I do like, I don't know anything about Rose, but technically it's trading at the lowest price ever. So again, if it's something's trading at the lowest price ever, there's never been a better time in history to buy it. Okay. And then Solana. Solana's down here. We like when it's down here. You can see the last time was April. What happened? 126. Oh, wow. We're sitting at the same exact price this signal came at back here in April. Interesting. And it went all the way up to 250. That was around a 200% move, or I'm sorry, 100% move. Take your profits and check out, go find the next trade. So I like Solana. You just need that weekly signal to confirm. I'm guessing that thing's probably going to come in the next 1 to 3 weeks. So I like Sol at these levels. We got ARB, Arbitrum. That one is green on the weekly as well. Did this one make all-time lows? Let's check a different exchange here, like Binance. Yeah, it's at an all-time low. So again, we need the monthly signal to confirm. We do have the weekly if you want to play the weekly, but this chart has been down and to the right since it's came. We like charts that go up and to the right, not necessarily down and to the right. I think I sold my ARB for a small gain, and I think I bought Plume. I bought Plume with my ARB. I like Plume a lot better than ARB. I think there's a lot more growth potential there. CRV we covered, Plume we covered, UNG. Natural gas, this thing's selling off. So oil and gas actually looks interesting. I mean, this is down here at $12. You can see we bounced back here in October at 1160. So as long as that low holds, this doesn't look too bad. Okay, I just use a, hold on, where's the indicator at? What the hell? Oh, for some reason it's not populating on UNG. I've never seen that before. That's interesting. It's populating on other names, but not UNG. So hard for me to see what the data says on this, but one thing I can tell you is that it is at support. I mean, this has generally been a good place to buy UNG, which is the natural gas fund. Here, you can see October, great bounce. We had August, great bounce. So, yeah, I'd be a buyer here at $12. And you got a daily dot showing up. There it is right there. That's on the 4 hour. Let's look at the daily. And the daily doesn't have the dot yet, but that looks like it's going to bounce. That's an easy stop loss at 1150. Okay, just make sure it doesn't lose those lows. If that does, it could get pretty ugly there. I almost want to buy more SUI, but I'm just so invested right now where if it does end up going the other way, right, anything can happen. Tilroy, red dot here today. I would set a stop loss at 10. If it breaks 10, I would sell it. Target would be up there at 20. I don't know about these cannabis stocks, guys. I think they could do well. It's got the weekly there if you want to play it. But if you're playing that weekly dot, you want to make sure it holds on to 980. I would put a stop loss there at 980. Snapchat we covered. I'm a buyer of Snapchat. I bought more of that one today. DLFI. I don't see that one. Depth. EFT. This one's down at $1, giving you a green dot here. I think that one looks good. As long as it holds 90 cents, I think this looks really good. Okay, a lot of people were talking about this at $5. It's now down here back at $1 where we bounced back here in 2024. So I would buy that one with a stop loss at 90 cents. Okay, bouncing right on the bottom of the fib. You want to see that thing pump next week really hard. And I think it actually has a weekly. Does it have a weekly dot? Yes, it does. So as long as that low holds there from November, okay, that thing actually looks pretty good. APT, this thing's been getting absolutely smoked, but it is giving a weekly signal here, trying to bottom. That could be the last liquidation event before we absolutely skyrocket to the top there. Just needs a monthly dot there to confirm. But again, another name that lost its all-time low. Again, the all-time low was right there at 280. Let me just go back here to Binance and double-check another exchange. Okay, so it is at the all-time low. So you can see back here in 2022, we were down here at, what was that, a buck 85, sitting at a buck 65 here. So if you believe in APT, I think now's a great time to buy. I actually like APT here. USAR, no thank you. Needs the weekly. DOT, we covered. Algo. Algorand just getting smoked here, back down to these lows from 2024. So again, wait on the signal for that one, but I think 10 cents is a good spot if you believe in that project long term. INJ. Thing about crypto now, guys, is there's so many projects. You got to be very selective about what you buy, because if there's no growth in their blockchains, or they're not doing anything, or not being adopted or talked about, most likely the project will die out. Okay, if they don't have a strong community and a lot of people talking about it, normally it's best that you stay away. Just because I think there's like 16 million coins or something like that on the market now, 16 million cryptocurrencies, and I just think, you know, being smart about what you're buying is very crucial today. I really don't hear a lot about Algorand anymore, to be honest with you. INJ here, green dot here on the weekly, looks good. Monthly's really sold off here. Again, this thing was all the way up here at like $50 back here in 2024 in March, just over a year and a half ago. Now it's all the way down at 4. So I like it down here. You're back at these 2023 lows. Got the green weekly. I mean, if you believe in the project long term, I would buy it down here. We got QNT, Quant. Very choppy. This thing is very choppy, but it looks like it's getting ready to bounce. Look at that pullback. Big pullback right back into support. Need the green dot, and that thing's going to pump. I like that one. I'd buy that one on the daily here. Aster. ASTR. ASTER. ASTER. Been hearing a lot about this name too. ASTER USDT. So this is one that's been getting pretty hyped up here. It's down at 72 cents. Not sure what these guys do, but I don't got any data. So you need the daily grade. It looks like it's trying to bounce here at 65 cents. So if you're going to buy that one, probably put a stop at like 60 cents. XPIN. XPIN USD. I mean, that's an interesting chart. I don't know anything about this project, but as long as it holds on to that level right there at 0.0017, it looks pretty good. Does anyone know what this thing is? Let me know in the comments if you guys know what this thing is, because I'd like to know. It does look interesting. It's just consolidating, right? Just going sideways. So actually, let's look this up. Research tool. If you guys are a member, you guys have access to the research tool to look up a stock or a crypto. All you got to do is type in /info and then type in the ticker. This is XPIN. It's a decentralized wireless network platform designed to redefine global connectivity by leveraging cutting-edge blockchain technology. XPIN Network provides secure, private, and encrypted communication solutions, empowering users to connect seamlessly worldwide without relying on traditional telecom infrastructure. So they're taking on the bits of T-Mobile and AT&T. Those are some pretty big giants that they're going up against. But hey, all the power to them. Hoorah to the little guy, you know. COAI. COAI, again, down here at the bottom. Again, $20 down to 46 cents. You got to be buyers down here if you believe in the project. We covered LCX. We covered ETH. FET, F-E-T. That looks good down here at 20 cents. Okay, got the green weekly. Just missing the monthly, but look how far the wave is down here. You're buying it right here at August 1st lows. I'm actually going to add this one to our weekly favorites here. So let's go ahead and add this one in real quick. Weekly watch list. I like it. That monthly signal will be the confirmation. I hear a lot of talk about this name, but It's just sold off over the last 2 years. So again, it was up here at 350. Now it's down at 20 cents. So I'd rather buy it down here at 20 than I would up here at 3. That wave is deep. You just need that signal. SUI we covered, Aptos we covered, ACN we covered, ODFL we covered, JD. Still red on the monthly and red on the weekly. You need the weekly or the monthly signal, one of the two. Neo, same thing. Neo's getting beat up now. Okay, wait for that weekly signal there. Had a nice move to 8. Once again, if you bought this signal back here in July, you went from 350 up to 8. Now it's back down here at 5. Looks like it needs a signal. That's what it looks like. FET we covered, Render, Aptos, SEI. We covered all these except for Render and ATH. RNDR. This is Render. Also at an all-time low here, folks. Okay, look for the monthly signal on Render. What was the other one? ATH. This is another one that got smoked. Everyone was pumping it up, having a good time, just getting wrecked. Oh, Lord. This does look interesting. I'll give it that. If this project can make it, right, if it makes it out, I'd just be looking for the green monthly. I think you can stake their coin on their website, but again, it lost the lows right there. That tells you that the creators of it are selling it off. So I'd wait for the weekly signal on ATH. But if that project has any possibility of lasting, again, you're buying it down here at all-time lows. So once again, if you want to buy something at all-time lows, then you better believe in the project. Octa, we covered Pepe. Pepe's got a green dot here on the weekly. I like Pepe here. Pepe don't look bad. Okay, the only thing that'd make it better is if it had a monthly alert. And that wave is very deep here, so if you want to be patient, wait for the monthly. If not, I would buy it down here at 0.004 based on this weekly. Okay, that's a signal that, hey, this is a potential bottom in this area. Yes, it could come down here to 0.00003, but again, you're buying a meme coin, so be careful. MSTR. MSTR is still sinking here. We want that monthly alert to come. I told you guys you better have a stop loss on this one at like 150. As long as 150 holds, MSTR is bullish. If Bitcoin can get a move here into the weekend, MSTR should start pumping. But this is a very big support level right here at 150. So I would have a stop loss at 150 on MSTR if I was in a position right now off this green dot. If 150 breaks, we're probably coming back down here to about $100. $100 has been my target to buy MSTR. I said I would buy MSTR if it came back down to 100. We're sitting at 163 right now. I told you guys that when we got this red dot back here on the weekly in July at like 425, it's down to 160 off that signal. So again, if you didn't sell the signal, learn your lesson and continue on. Okay, if this company's going to last, it should bounce back. I do like it down here at 160. I would just use risk management and put a stop loss right there at 150. AVGO. AVGO looks ugly. Okay, wave way up there. We want to buy it when it's down here. And if you could, just request 3. Or, I'm sorry, just request 2. I'll cover that NBIS just because I want to look at it, see what it's doing. Coming down there, needs the weekly. Bounced nicely right there off 75. Got a green dot there on the daily. So you just want this one to hold on to that low right there at 75. 75 the low there. If you want to play that one. Plume we covered, Aster we covered, AR. AR's coming down, needs the weekly signal. Got the daily alert there. Arweave. I think these guys do the same thing as, who is it? Filecoin. They're storage, data storage. Wow, it's right back down there at the low, isn't it? Look at that. Bouncing right at $3. Got the monthly alert. This one looks really good, folks. This looks really good. This was up at $40, $45 back here in July. So I'm going to look more into this project. I'm going to actually add this one to our watch list. Is this one on? Okay, it's not on Coinbase, so I'd have to buy it on Phantom. But I'm going to go ahead and add this one in. Okay, I actually like this one. I'm going to put that one on the green list. It has a monthly dot. That's beautiful. And what's the market cap of this thing, too? One sec. /info ARUSD. That's going to be Arweave. That has a market cap of 229 million. And again, it's a future of storage data, a new storage blockchain protocol based on novel proof, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to have to do some research on that one too. I'm going to write that one down as well. But I do like the technicals. I mean, we were literally sitting right at the low of 2 years ago before we pumped up to 50. So that looks good. I actually really like that name down there. What else do we got? I want to get through all your guys' requests before we get to the holiday here. So this is a little bit longer of a video than normal. Normally these videos are a little smaller, but thanks for bearing with us here. C-Pool getting wrecked. I wouldn't touch it. Snap we covered. How about Owl from Felix? What's going on, my brother? Owl looks good. It's bouncing right here at 15. Just needs the signal there on the monthly. I think it got the weekly a couple weeks ago, so I'm not too sure. This doesn't look too hot. If you're going to buy this, I'd probably want to buy it around 14 where you got the signal right there. Sitting at 16 right now. Yeah, needs a daily green dot, but I would use a stop loss at that low right there at 13.4. If I were entering, target would be 24 to 26. I think these guys pay a pretty decent dividend too. TAI down at 2 cents. This thing is at all-time lows. Back down here to the low that we got here in April before it pumped from 2 cents up to 15. I'm taking a look at TARS. I'm taking a look at TAI, and I'm also taking a look at a few other names. Specifically, what was it? TAI. I was also looking today at buying Radium, RAY, because I have no exposure to the Solana blockchain. And Solana is, in my opinion, one of the biggest names in altcoins. So this thing's at 90 cents right now, Radium. And, it bounced right here back in 2024 at the same price. It went all the way up to $8. It's sitting at 90 cents right now. So you can actually stake Radium on their website and earn. But I don't think Radium's going anywhere. I think Radium's a great buy. I'm actually going to put this one on our watch list. And I'm going to add that one into the favorites as well. But TAI is another Solana protocol, but it's more of a Web3 AI play. And again, it's sitting right down here at the low from 2024. So I believe they offer staking as well. So I'm actually going to add this one into the watch list as well. And that's going in the favorites. So I like Ray and I like TAI. Both those are good plays for Solana. You got WorldCoin here, down here at the bottom. Is this Wormhole or yeah, Wormhole? I don't know. I don't know about old Wormhole. Doesn't look too hot. Just needs the weekly signal. File, FIL. So File does the same thing as Airweave. File's down here at, again, all-time lows. Like we're literally sitting at the bottom right now from 2019. So the low of 6 years we're sitting at right now. This thing went all the way up to 200. Not saying it's going to get back up there, but you see the red monthly coming up here. I got stopped out on that I believe it was this week or last week, but it is given a daily here. So if this thing's going to bounce, it's going to bounce right here at about 117. I like that. Okay, Ray and TAI are some I got to take a look at here after the video as well. I think both those look very well. I think I think the bears are done, dude. I mean, they're screwed. Alts we covered. Again, I bought this thing at 2. It's down at $1.32. That's kind of what happens when you buy penny stocks. I'm looking to average down on this at $1 if it gets there. If it gets to $1, I'll buy more. Right now, it's sitting at around 132. The dot's still green there on the weekly. Again, this was up at 10, 11 bucks back here in June. It's now down at $1. So if it goes back to all-time highs, you're talking about a 10x trade from where the current price sits. Okay, you're talking about 600-700% all the way back to the top there on alt. So again, I don't really know much about the project. I kind of just took it based on it being a crypto play. I think it's an interesting ticker, and we'll see what happens. Moonwell, down there at the bottom, I believe this is built on the Polkadot ecosystem, if I'm not mistaken. Let me actually look that up. I want to look up Moonwell. There was Moonwell, and there was one more. I can't remember what it was, but Moonwell is $35 million market cap, built on, is this Polkadot? Moonbeam? I think that's not Polkadot. Let's see here. So this is a lending. Got Mammo. Interesting. Paying some APY. Coinbase XRP. Wow, this actually looks pretty interesting. It's a lending platform. So I can lend my Bitcoin and earn APY. Aerodrome. Wow. Moon River. That was the other one I was talking about. Let me just chat GPT something real quick. I just want to chat GPT something real quick. is Moonwell, what is it? Moonwell built on Polkadot? Because if it is, I've been looking for this actually. No, Moonwell is built directly on, or is not built directly on that. Where Moonwell actually runs, Moonwell is a decentralized lending and DeFi protocol. Moonbeam is Moonbeam and Moonriver parachain on Kuzma network. So I did just kind of Google this real quick. And you could see, I mean, ChatGPT is awesome. Moonwell isn't built on Polkadot's core chain. It runs on parachains connected to Polkadot. So Polkadot is a layer 1 network that connects parachains, independent blockchains that rely on chain. Moonbeam and Moonriver on Kuzma are parachains that the ecosystem is built on Ethereum. Machine is supported on popular Ethereum-style DeFi apps like Moonwell. So there's Moonriver, Moonbeam, and there's Moonwell. So there's 3 of them. But I'm actually going to... do they connect with Phantom? Yes, they do. Very nice. So I'm going to actually do some research on this. So this is, again, this is why I like... I love our community because, again, I learn stuff from you guys too. So you guys pick out projects that you know, I don't know anything about. I don't know anything about this. I want to see how much you could stake their Moonwell for. Let's see how much they're paying for staking their coin. Looks like they got all kinds of stuff going on over here, which is interesting. They're paying 9%, so that's pretty good. Not a lot of people staking it though. It just hasn't really lived up to the hype, I guess. But I'm gonna do some more research into that. There was another one someone called out in our Discord a while ago. It was Mamo, M-A-M-O. It's a $12 million market cap name, and yeah, Mamo was also part of that Moonwell ecosystem there. Meet Mamo. Mamo. See, $12 million market. I mean, that's pennies, guys. That is pennies on the dollar. So you could stake Mamo for 7% here. So that's interesting. Yeah, cool. Good call out. Give me something to do. Honestly, guys, I'm going to take a break from the markets over the next week. Like, I'm not going to be active really at all. I really want to take some time off here into the end of the year and spend time with my family and my wife and just enjoy the holiday. And, you know, we got a lot of things coming in 2026, baby. We got a lot of things popping off in 2026. I'm telling you that right now. It's going to be a huge year for the Overkill Army in 2026, and I'm really looking forward to it. So, Pipe is a competitor of Chainlink, so I do not like any competitor of Chainlink. And you can see their stock is just, or their coin has just been absolutely murdered all the way to the floor. So, I mean, this thing needs a green dot on the weekly. I mean, if you like this name, if you believe in it, you could see that it needs a weekly signal. But it is at a low right now. It is at the low that we got there from October, that big liquidation event, all the way down to 5 cents. This was all the way up here at 25. So, like, if you believe in this project, if you think it's going to be around for a while, I think it's a great place to be buying it. But you're going up against Chainlink, which is the biggest, the baddest, and the best name, in my opinion. And you could see how this chart's going down and to the right, whereas something like Chainlink is going up and to the right. So we want names going up and to the right, not down and to the right. That just indicates, right, there's sell pressure going to the downside. Sell, 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 sell. People aren't excited. They're dumping their shares. Wow, circle taking off here into the close. Love that. Absolutely love that. Okay, I think this thing's going to be a bank here sooner than later. Looks looking good. Thank you for those. I really like the well request, something to look into. Newer project. I always like looking into newer projects. LTC needs the weekly. Uniswap had that big pump fake and dumped. I mean, down here at $5, it's been a historical place to buy. You can see a good place to buy here. Rip. Good place to buy here. Rip. Right back down at the low. Right here at 5. I think it was like 530. I like that one too. AIOZ. That one also has a weekly signal here. Again, if you believe in the project, I think it's a great place to be buying. CRV. This is Core or Curve Finance. I I would wait for the monthly on that. You did get the weekly last week, so I mean it's right here at support at 35. So I would buy it here at 35, and then if it dumps down here to 20 cents, I would add more. Okay, but 20 cents looks like a very solid support level for curve. ZRX, and if I'm trying to limit everybody to 2 just to be respectful of everybody's time. So if you guys could just request 2 charts, I'd wait for the monthly on ZRX there. Adam's got 17% stake in rewards on Coinbase. And look where it's bouncing. Right down there at the bottom of 2020. You're at the 5-6 year low right now. This thing went from $1 all the way to $44 back here in 2022. Adam's an interesting one, man. It's really interesting down here at $2. I really like it, and they're paying 17% APY on Coinbase. So eventually this thing's going to pump. I do like Adam. I'm actually going to add this one into our favorites list for the week. So let's go ahead and add in Adam here. And yeah. I just want to remind you guys, too, if you guys are joining the live late, we do have a 100 Chainlink giveaway going on. I'm going to pick 10 people and send 10 Chainlink to them on Christmas Day. So make sure you guys go enter for that over here in the giveaways tab inside the Discord. The Discord link is in the description and down in the comments section of this video. All right, we're making some progress here. We've got a few more names we're covering. Let me go ahead and take my sweatshirt off because I'm sweating right now. Yeah, buddy. SoFi. SOFI. Yeah, too high for me. Too high. You're trading against the MACD. I'd be short SoFi here. I like the stock. I mean, I like what they're doing, but I want to see that thing come down to like 16. I wouldn't touch SoFi here. Soxel. Shout out Mr. Soxel once again. Yeah. Red dot on the weekly there. That's a tough one, man. Not for my liking. We called this thing out at like $7 back here in April. $7.50, I think it was. Boom. Just absolutely ripped. It could definitely keep going here, but not a good place to look for a long. I'd be looking for reasons to sell. So you're in the red zone. Again, we never want to buy when the daily's in the red zone. Okay, when we're in the red zone, we don't want to buy. We want to buy in the golden zones. Okay, boom. That was a pretty good entry right there in November. Nice move. Now we're in the red zone, just not looking too hot. If you're going to play it, I would use a stop loss probably right there at 37, 38 bucks. HNT down at 165. Wow, that last weekly signal got smoked. I got stopped out of this thing down here at 165. All-time lows is down here at 130. So you're literally buying it again at the lowest point. Another Solana blockchain name here. And I mean, I think this thing is going to bounce eventually. It's just a matter of when. I would put my money on that monthly dot when it comes. But if it comes down here to that 133 range, I would look to buy it. I mean, you're sitting 30 cents off that level. So I do like HNT still. Again, it's gone down this month just like everything else. But all-time highs on this thing was like, I believe it was like up here at like 40, 50 bucks. Yeah, it's down at $1.65. So another Solana play there for you. I'd rather buy something that I could stake, though, like TAI or Radium. What else we got? Giga weekly chart, he says. I like it. Look at those big time frames. Yeah, it's all-time lows. So I don't know. It's got the green weekly, but again, if the chart's going down to the right, these dots don't really matter because there's nobody excited to buy it. Axel, we covered VeChain. VeChain's been getting smoked too. Down there at a penny. Again, all-time lows is never a good thing, is it? Yeah, it's back down here at this low from 2020 before we went all the way up to 25 cents. So you got to be a buyer of this if you believe in the project. I would just wait on that monthly signal. The thing went all the way up to 8 cents back here in December and then puked it all back. So it's down pretty big. Again, we're right here into support of 2020 before we went to 25 cents. So I'd look for that monthly signal there on VeChain. We got HBAR. HBAR also red there on the monthly. Wow, HBAR's down at 10 cents right now, dude. That's crazy. So 10 cents is a solid support level for HBAR here. Looking for that weekly signal next week. If that breaks, you could buy it at 10, and if it goes down to 5, I just buy more at 5. But I think 10 cents is where we're going to bounce there on HBAR. We got NVO. We already covered NVO. That's an absolute buy with the monthly. We got COO, the Cooper Company. A little too high there on the weekly. Looking to take profits on that one. Okay, you're probably up there in the red zone, pretty close. Probably has room back there to 100. Looking like you're going to get a daily cross there. So I would either be taking some off the table here because you're up against that 50% mark on the Fibonacci. That 50% line's that red line right there. So whenever you get a red dot up there on the daily, it's, again, not a bad place to take some off the table. I don't like how far up the weekly is. Look at the last time the weekly got way up here, boom, 110 all the way down to 64. So if you're in this one, I would use a stop loss at $80. If it breaks 80, I would sell it. KVYO. Pumping. Got some room to go up there to 55 or 45. SMLR, I believe we covered this one. Yes, we did. Down there at the low, just getting smoked. I mean, this thing is all the way down here at the lows from 2018. So if you believe in the project, I'd just wait for the green weekly. S is another cybersecurity company we've been tracking for a while. Another name I got stopped out on. I got stopped out on a lot of stuff over the last couple of weeks to months. But hey, when we cut losses, we're not riding everything down. Okay, this thing's all the way down here at 14, 15 bucks. They got good earnings. I don't know why they're going down. They actually got really good earnings and a big range back up there to 28. So you're just going to want to wait on that monthly signal or the weekly signal. I think that's coming here very soon. Looks like that low came in there back in 2024 at around 14, right where we're sitting at right now. So this one actually might be worth a look next week just because, again, if you like the cybersecurity industry like me, I think cybersecurity is going to be huge over the next coming years. So that's definitely one to keep your eye on. We got NVIDIA. I'm going to tell you right now, I'd be shorting NVIDIA. I would be shorting NVIDIA. Again, we're trading against the MACD here. I'm just not a big fan of NVIDIA at these levels. Yes, it could bounce here, but look how close to the red zone we are. I'd rather buy NVIDIA when it's down here. This is when we're on discount on the daily. Okay, we want to buy down here at 100, 120. And people are going to hear that and be like, oh my gosh, it's never going back to 100. Well, until it does, you know, that's when we're going to be ready to buy it. I don't want to buy up here at all-time highs. CLSK is trying to find a bounce here at around 12. Looks decent. I just wait for the green daily if you're going to play it. We got HUT. HUT's another name here on the weekly. That just, I'm not interested. Okay, we want to buy when this wave is down here. That was the place to buy HUT right there at 10. VSA. A 6-cent stock. No, thank you. Virtual. I just don't do penny stocks, guys. I just don't. They're very hard to read on the charts. Our strategy is not for penny stocks. There's a lot of penny stock traders out there that are probably lying to you about stuff. But who knows? I've never really met somebody who's successful at trading penny stocks, to be honest with you. Green dot here on the weekly back there in October. I wait for another one here on Virtual Protocol, another one I'm not too familiar with. So it's got the daily here. As long as it can hold on to that 50-cent level, it looks good. Target on that's 2 to 250. I think there's some better names. FET we covered. AI, what's AI doing? C3 AI. Down there at 14, doesn't look too bad. Just needs a monthly alert there. Needs the monthly signal. We're right down here at the 2022 lows on C3 AI. RZLT, Resolute. Holy smokes, that one got smacked. Oh! They don't make any money, so, I mean, yeah, that's ugly, dude. I don't know. That's a tough one. I wouldn't touch it, to be honest with you. There had to be a reason for that kind of a sell-off there. That was a 90% sell-off in one day. CRML, this one actually doesn't look that bad as long as it can hold on to 650. Just looking for that daily on that one. TTD. Trade Desk. This thing's been beaten up really hard too. Needs the weekly or the monthly. I like it down here at 40. I like it down here at 40. You're getting a lot of alerts come in here right now. These daily alerts are called out over here in our Discord at the end of the day. The market's just closed, so we had green dots closing on PTD, CoreWeave, Circle. I'm loving that one right there. So every day at 1 o'clock, you guys get these signals for the daily charts. And then on Sundays, you guys get the crypto weekly charts. And also the weekly signals come throughout the week on stocks as well. So you had a few come over. Oracle even gave one as well. I don't like Oracle just yet, but I'm definitely eyeing that. We got Bitcoin's ETF given one as well, and UPST, that stock we talked about here. So all those look pretty interesting. And we call out all the daily, the monthly, and the weekly alerts over here for you guys as well. And you'll get access to that with that membership. The dots and signals thread right there. This is going to tell you how to trade everything. I really like this tip down here for you guys. 5% of your total portfolio, never exceed that in one trade, and you don't have to worry about things going down. I'm going to do a big video on that after the new year. We're going to do some stuff on DeFi, on staking, and things like that. So a lot of things coming in 2026. I'm very excited for the Overkill Army, man. I think we're about to take over. Oracle, we covered ZBCN. ZBCN, that's ZBet. Remember when everyone was excited about this at 7 cents? Well, now it's down here at 2 cents, and nobody on Twitter's talking about it. I'd look for the weekly signal on this one if you believe in it. Turbo. Things down there. Give it a green dot. I'd rather play Cetus than Turbo. NVTS. This thing is still red on the weekly, so I'd be looking for a green dot there on the weekly. Did it get a daily? So it's bouncing right on its moving average right now. So I'd say as long as this one holds on to like 650, it looks okay. I'd want to see a green daily. I think it got the 4 hour here. Yeah, it did get the 4 hour. So yeah, I mean, your support level is going to probably be, I mean, this is a very volatile stock. So if it comes down to 6, I would eat it up. Sitting right there at 8. I just don't like the MACD. Just not my favorite. I think there's going to be a better time to buy that one. How about Shack? The Shake Shack. Never been there. Got a green dot, though. I would be a buyer of this name with a stop loss at 77. That one actually looks really good. I'm going to add that one into our favorites list for this week. So we've added a few names from your guys' requests. Shake Shack looks really good here at 85 with a stop loss right there at 75. You got the green dot forming right there on the weekly. And it's looking really good. LODE. Load. We covered that one. Comstock. Not sure what this thing does, but our target would be up there at 80. And we got a couple more from our captains over here. PRCT is going to be down there at 32. Target's up there at 90. Do you got a monthly yet? Ooh, that one looks like it's reversing, dude. Nice call out on this one. PRCT. Wow. We could end on a banger, folks. Look at this. PRCT. Common stock. Yep. Let's see what they do. It's a $1 billion company focused on developing and commercializing surgical robot technology. The company flagship product, AquaBeam robotic system, is designed to treat lower urinary tract symptoms caused by, I don't even know what that is, but it's a medical device company. So again, this thing was all the way up here at $100 and it's sitting down here at 30 and given a green candle here in December. So I like this one a lot, actually. As long as it can hold on to 28 there. That looks good. That looks really good. Good call out there. Nike sold off hard today. I don't think anyone's buying $50 t-shirts anymore. I haven't liked Nike stock in a very long time. I'm not a fan of Nike. Don't like their political stances. Don't like anything about them. And again, it got rejected there. Weekly signal came down there to 50. Just doesn't look that good. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is all the requests there. Make sure you guys come over here and enter for that 100 link giveaway. And again, I will be picking someone from the comments section of this video on YouTube if we can get this video to 300 likes here on YouTube today. We just covered all your guys' chart requests. So once we're back from break, once we're back from the holidays, I will be reopening the chart request thread for you guys. I don't know if that's going to be the following week or the week after that, sometime in January, but I'm going to be taking an extended break from charting, from YouTube, and just, again, spending time with family. I encourage you guys to do the same thing. Money doesn't mean everything. Okay, family's the most important thing. Taking care of the people around you is the most important thing. God bless you guys. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. And we will be back here in 2026 on YouTube. I'm really looking forward to next year. I think we're about to take over. I know we're about to take over, baby. Big things are coming for the Spartan Army. Would love to have you guys over here inside the Discord. If you're not here, you guys could check out the membership. It's free to join. We do have a membership that you guys can sign up for. We have over 3,500 members in there. All you got to do is click on this link, and that will get you access to all my trades, all the giveaways, the chart requests, the watch list, our crypto chat, our stock chat, our Spartan chat. You guys can chat with members. We're all like-minded. We're all here with the same goal to build generational wealth for our families and for our communities. So with that being said, again, God bless you guys. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.